I think.
Yeah, should be.
Yep. So I'm gonna pick somebody else, and we'll see. Now remember, guys, the spirit of this is to not refit before I actually hit you.
The only question I have, when do I have to refit to cap? Like, when do I have to fit out all the mid slots?
If you're doing, so you're kind of asking, like, I would honestly leave them the way you have them right now if you're doing nullsec, because in nullsec, also stop shooting my fighter bombers, you dicks. In nullsec, you're usually not going to be fighting one super, you're going to be fighting, like, all of them. I think your question is a little more wormhole related. I would refit to cap by about 40 to 45% capacitor, because the amount of time it's going to take you to, like, actually turn off your mods, because just as an FYI, guys, when you're refitting, oh, by the way, next target I'm hitting is this guy. We'll see if he's actually AFK or not. If you are, if you have a mod that's running right now, like, let's say I've got 2 sensor boosters running right now. If I decide to refit, I have to turn them off, and, you know, they can take 15 seconds to cycle.
Vote faster, Suki.
Yeah.
Don't would. I no longer can refit. I hate you.
So I'm shooting Matthias right now. I don't know if he's actually here. I feel like
He's
he
not
might be
coming.
AFK.
Suki is just out of range.
Oh, that's horrible. Well, you better hurry up, guys. This is the other thing, guys. When you're flying a capital ship, it's usually a really good idea to, like, be in refit range of stuff.
So does it help at that point to drop like a mobile depot or something?
This is where he'd want to drop a mobile depot. You should. That's why you should always have one. You can't drop one on the station.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's kind of shit out of luck right here. So we basically get to find out if he gets lucky. But he's
How
tanking
many
okay.
depots should you have?
1 at a minimum, but 3 is the number I've kind of.
I like 3 personally. They're not as good as they used to be. So
He can refit, right?
oh, is he gonna refit? Because he's not tanking 100%. But yeah, 3 is a good number to have, in my opinion. They do take up space. It's 50 meters cubed per depot, so you can't, like, take 30 of them and be like, yeah, good job, guys, I can now refit infinitely. But it is definitely a good idea to have 3, because if you have 1, all it takes is getting shot once, and you're basically fucked. Also, there's an entire possibility. What's a pretty common thing is, like, you'll be getting bumped a lot when you're fighting. You'll either be bumping each other, or you'll be bumping off other people, or you'll be bumping, you know, into each other. Or you'll bump off your depot, or you'll bump out of range. The game is all about bumping, because remember, other people can bump you, even if you're sieged up. You bump really slow, but they can still bump you. You not refitting? Do you just not have all the stuff for it?
Or is he not in
I think
siege?
it's in refit range. Oh, are you not in siege?
I'm just not 100% sure what damage to refit against.
Easy to just refit to the reactive armor hardener, and you should see what you have to refit.
Well, for Naglfar, if you're refitting,
Oh, look at that.
2 enam is good. And then you probably want to have your DCU on, and then an explosive hardener. It's usually a good idea. Or you can just use a reactive. That works too.
Or if you already know what is shooting you, you can just check info and see what they are shooting.
Yeah, like
if it's drones.
in this case, you can actually just look at the drones and say that, hey, he's using Cyclopses and Turfings, which is explosive and thermic. So.
But to be
There you
honest,
go.
I just think that... Are you sieged?
Yeah, he's sieged.
Okay. I can't check because my graphics are really...
So, lesson learned, I just burned out my my repper.
So he's basically dead. At this point, he can't do anything. So he kind of GG'd himself right there. Which is sad, because he also refit properly at this point, and now I'm not really doing that much damage to him. But it's still kind of too late, so yeah.
Got bulkheads?
What'd you say?
Got bulkheads?
Yeah, there you go. So in his case, this is where he'd basically want to go see Dread. He'd want to fit bulkheads on his carrier as fast as he could, and hopefully get out of siege before he dies. Which he is refitting bulkheads right now. And the reason why you have them is that they massively increase the amount of structure HP you have. You're almost never going to use them, just so you know. That they're mostly used for, like, subcaps shooting you. But if you do, it'll slow it down. So, like, how long do you have left on Siege?
I am out.
I don't know, what do you say?
I'm out of siege, but apparently I've overloaded my cargo.
Yeah, but see, guess what?
You can just.
You're
shot
getting
something.
repped up by, see if the Archons can rep you. So the Archons are actually repping you right now, and I think they're probably going to keep you repped up all the way full. We'll see. He has fuck all armor resist right now, though, so I'm actually hitting him really, really hard. But this is, like,
smarter.
good call,
But
yeah.
now,
There
now
you
that
go,
he's out of
reps.
siege, he can. Now that he's out of siege, he can refit to tank again, can't he? Just
Yeah,
to help with
so,
reps.
like, in this case for you, you'd want to actually drop your bulkheads now and put on armor rep again. And our Archon team is being super pro, and they're actually keeping you up right now. I don't know if somebody's triaged or if it's
resist?
just all of them. Yeah, just fit resist now. And now watch as it goes from them barely holding reps to... Oh, that hit you hard. He still has a very large explosive hole right now, by the way, guys. And the reason why he's losing so much structure is because he's taking off his bulkheads.
I was wondering about that.
Yep.
Looked like you were hitting him through the armor.
No, it's just him taking off your bulkheads. Just an FYI, guys, if you put on bulkheads and you drop below about 40% structure, don't take them off. Or if you do, take them off very slowly, because at that point, you're kind of fucked. If he was below about 30% and you took off all his bulkheads, he would drop to 0 armor and he would explode.
Which happened to a Titan.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, that was something totally different.
Lost
What
boost.
happened? Yeah, he lost his boosts. Boosts do the same thing. And yeah, see, now you guys are having no problem repping him up to full, and so GG. Another really important thing to do, this is especially something as a slow cat. I don't know if, are you guys also cap chained up right now? My graphics are turned down to shit, so I can't see.
We don't have everyone in cap chain yet.
Okay. Why are my graphics
Who's
so
not
low?
chained?
Yeah, who's not chained?
Who's
It could
Uh,
very possibly be somebody who's not actually, what do you call it? Anyways, one thing that's really important, especially as a slow cat, is, let's say you start getting shot at by someone.
Yeah.
Like somebody is. First off, not to broadcast for shields, because we're not
whoops.
shield.
Well, but sorry.
Honestly, I don't know why people complain about it. It's fine either way. Second thing is, though, broadcast for armor. Now, you're going to see I'm going to do fuck all damage to him because he's a fully tanked fit slow cat. But I know this sounds like a super brain-dead easy, like, duh, okay, well, yeah, why do you need to tell us this? About a week or two ago, a super-duper cool guy by the name of Machiavelli, not the actual one, the one in Eve, was flying a Ragnarok in Head GP. Does this sound familiar to people yet? Yeah.
Yes.
So, I don't know if you guys know the story about it, but basically, he didn't broadcast for reps, and so they didn't know he was being shot. In his Titan, he didn't broadcast for reps.
Assuming dual boxing.
I have no
At
idea.
least.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was the thing. He didn't broadcast for reps. He got taken out. He would have lived, by the way.
Even getting DD'd 4 times?
Oh, yeah. I kind of want to, let's see, I'm trying to decide. Well, if he comes back, if Trans comes back, or whatever his name is, the guy who's the Titan pilot, what I'll do is I'll actually show you something interesting. If you guys want to take some shots at me, get my shields down, it'd be nice. Actually, no, you don't need to do that. Leave the Nyx alone. Oh, are you guys actually repping our Archon friend? He did broadcast for armor.
Sure, we rep.
I don't think all of you are repping, so you're able to keep the Naglfar up. Do you not care about the Archon? Are you racist against Archon people? Come on, guys, you can do it. This is one super. You should be able to easily handle it. Ah, there you are.
It's got
There
some
you
bots
go,
on
there
so
you
it's
go.
getting mitigated a bit.
Yeah, you're fine now. So, I want to show you guys something. So first off, I just dropped a mobile depot, as you guys can see. Please do not shoot it. If you ever do see mobile depots, shoot them immediately. That's the secret to stopping mobile depots from working, is you just shoot them. Also, don't hurt the station. What did it ever do to you? But somebody was asking, like, would he have survived if he had broadcasted for reps even with the DDs? Well, yeah, actually. I know that sounds kind of crazy because you guys saw the Dreads dying instantly to DDs. So a Doomsday hits for about, what, 3 million, I think, assuming that they have perfect skills, which they probably do because, you know.
Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah, they probably have perfect skills because you're in a fucking super, or you're in a Titan. You better have perfect skills. Just saying. Now, 3 million damage is a lot. That'll basically, if you're not specific tanked against it in a capital, or you're not a boosted, properly fit, whatever you call it. And you're not a boosted, properly fit,
Slowcat?
Slowcat, yeah, you're gonna go down. However, super capitals have, like, a massive order of magnitude higher EHP. Just an example, like, I don't have boosts on right now on my Nyx. I'll just take a little picture of this for you. That's what my in-game EHP is. Now you need to remember that the in-game EHP, as a full, this is me in full tank fit, my in-game EHP is based off my lowest resist. So I've got 21 million EHP in explosive. Doomsday hits for 3. The Titan, he actually might have had less than me because Ragnaroks are kind of squishy. But even still, like, getting DD'd 3 times, you know, or he got DD'd 4 times, so he got DD'd for 12 million. Yeah, it's a lot. But it's not like game-breakingly, you're dead, GG, just don't even bother, you know? He easily, like, I think it dropped him about 60% of his HP, was getting DD'd 4 times. If everybody locks me up, too, you don't need to actually shoot me or not, but you can. Don't get me down too low, though. Please, I don't want to rep myself. I'll actually show you what it's like, because... So I'm not in an Aeon. Aeons are the supers that have ridiculous EHP. If I have an Aeon on here, I just didn't bring it out because Nyxes are more fun. If I brought it out, and I took, when it full tank fit, and I had boosts on field, and I had Erebus boosts on field, they get up to about 90 million EHP. 30 Titans can Doomsday an Aeon off field. Mind blown?
Yes, indeed. 90 million effective hit points.
Yep. Now I'd like you guys to really quickly lock me up. So, I do have some shields left. I've got about, what is that? 350k shields.
I'm too far away to lock.
Too far away to lock, lol.
Is this Jimvia or the Morris?
Yeah, Jimby. Not the Morris. The Morris has nobody in it. You can lock me up. I've got about 350k shields right now. They're going down a little bit, but it's not really going to matter much. They're going to be gone pretty much instantly. But I am full tank fit right now, so hit me. I just want to show you guys the difference between supers and carriers and dreadnoughts. There's a reason why people are always like, oh, super caps are so overpowered, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Maybe it's true. So where's my depot? Give me my depot. Do I really not have the graphics turned up enough to see it yet? God damn it. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm basically standing right on top of the DD, so it's not going to look super pretty, but... Congratulations. He successfully knocked me down 8%.
And you weren't even like overheated.
No. I should have, but I didn't.
And that is just nuts.
Yeah.
I assume that you're like A-type and X-type fit, right?
Yes, I am full A-type and X-type fit, so...
So now that you're in armor, if you were to able, or if there was another Titan on field and you got hit again, how much armor would that take away?
It depends on what kind it was. If it was an Avatar, I've got really high EM resist right now. It would probably take away another 8%. If I get hit by a Ragnarok, it would actually probably hit me for about 12 to 13%. Nixes
that's
are
crazy.
not super tanky. That's one of the reasons why people always shit talk them. I just decided not to bring out the Aeon. There's actually a video out there. One of the corporations in my real alliance, not Brave, they get really, really drunk every Friday night together and then do really stupid shit. And there's a video out there where they were really, really drunk and they were basically... They dropped like 17 Titans on one of their own Aeons because he was bashing a Poco solo, and they all DD'd him at the same time, and it dropped him down to about 40% armor.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Because, I mean, he saw it and he was like, oh, you fuckers! You know, they were all having fun, and he just overheated everything, and it just dropped him to 40% armor. Like, yeah. It's a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, you could, if you wanted to, like, officer pimp fit an Aeon, you could probably give it some stupid amount, like, easily over 100 million EHP. Little interesting example about that whole thing is that Aeons are actually the tankiest ship in the game. They beat out Avatars on tank, which is a little absurd. They shouldn't, but they do.
Overheated Estimel's inbounds are really super OP though.
Yeah, so you can actually get Wyverns to higher EHP, and I think you can get Leviathans higher as well. The thing is, though, is that everybody uses armor supers. Yeah, levies can get about 130, I think.
But that's like max EFT warrior with three Estimel's inbounds.
Exactly. That's in basically like, hey guys,
like 20 bill each.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some 20 billion ISK of peace, you know, in officer and vulnerability fields that I found that 1 to 2 of them get sold a year, and I happen to have 3 of them with my 4 other officer mods, and I have perfect boosts, and I have another Leviathan giving me boosts, and then I overheated everything, and it happened to be a Ragnarok shooting me, and look how much EHP I have, kind of shit. But, you know, in reality, just as an aside, like, in that big fight, there's a reason why, like, when Black Legion showed up on field in head, they could have popped a few Nyxes pretty easily, because Nyxes are kind of squishy. But, first off, shit, you didn't hear that? That was a WoW slip, Freudian slip, I'm sorry. Ragnaroks are less tanky than Nyxes are, first off. And second, like, that's the main thing, but in the big battles like B-R, there's a reason why all the Aeons lived, and it's because they're tankier than Titans. Yeah. So if you guys are ever thinking about buying supers, I would highly suggest looking into an Aeon, because at the very least you're going to get shot last. Literally. Like, everything else is going to survive except for you. Everything else is going to die except for you. Unless everything's dying, in which case you're going to die no matter what you're in. But, still. Now, granted, if you want to fly a ship that doesn't look like a couch, fly Nyx. Be cool.
They
Also,
are
can I get some armor
from
reps,
one
please?
angle.
Alright, Bart, thanks. I gotta move up. I gotta go do something in my corridor.
Yeah, dude, it's totally cool, man.
Real men fly Nyx.
Yeah, real men do fly Nyxes.
Maximum coward.
Yeah, as an actual ganking ship, as a DPS ship, as basically everything besides living, Nyxes are better in every single way.
Do your shields regen when you're offline? In a Nyx?
No.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
They do not.
Yeah. Because I was actually down to like almost... I was down to 98% armor from moonwalking no fun yesterday. They almost got me, guys, just so you know. They got me down to 98%. It was really scary.
No smug.
Yeah. Yeah, you can also get a wyvern if you want. I wouldn't, because this thing right here, you see how like I'm being wrapped by all these dudes? Yeah, that's not going to happen to you in a wyvern, because wyverns have like 4 low slots, so you're going to die. But you can if you want. So, oh, one other thing about refitting, I totally forgot about this until I actually did it myself. So, when taking your stuff off and putting it in your inventory, or doing only one module at a time, it's good to do the way I said, you know, show your passive modules, show your empty modules, and then open and close them. You're basically click and drag, all that kind of stuff, right? However, if you want to mass refit, the only way to do that is with the fitting window. So for example, let's say that I want to put 4 hardeners on at once, and so I'm going to do it right now. It's going to be recorded for posterity right here. So type in hardener, select all 4 hardeners, and then I basically click and drag them if I have 4 empty slots, and they'll get put on at once. So that is an exception. That's the only time I use the fitting window. Normally I just click and drag back and forth.
Just one question. If it's an active hardener, what will you get from there? Because you still have to manually activate the hardener.
Then you just click them down the line really quick, like click, 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 click.
Okay, okay.
Wyverns, yeah, Test does use... I think Test actually... Oh, sorry, not going to say that. That would be breaking OPSEC. But Test does use Chimeras. So if you're a Test member and you do have dreams of a super, you probably want to get a Wyvern. Don't get a Hell. I mean, they're amazing and they're beautiful and they're lovely. They're super special snowflakes, but Hells are like Ragnaroks. You'll get primaried first and die really fast.
Unless you just want to, like, kill ratting carriers.
Yeah, but even then, eventually you'll get caught
away.
and die. You got to be a little careful with them, especially now. Yeah, you can join the Test Super Fleet with Sapporo Jones. He actually has a Wyvern. It's really common knowledge. He's been dropping it a few times. Also, somebody made a joke that was like, well, if you get tackled in a Brave Super, you're going to die. Somebody's actually been dropping their Super in the last couple cap fights, and it has absolutely been tackled, and it's been fine.
Yeah, I don't know how he lived.
You want to know how he lived? He's a fucking Aeon, and nobody's going to shoot him. That's how.
I mean, like, there's been 2 times that they could have just DD'd him off the field, but they would have lost, like, some Titans.
Well, no, you can't. That's the point. Like, it would take literally 30 plus Titans to DD him off the field.
Yeah, but that's what they had.
I don't know.
In the F4R.
That's a good point,
They had,
yeah.
but
They had 35 or 36.
But they would have had 30 dreads shooting at them, or not there.
Basically, yeah. There's a point where you have to make the decision of what do you want to do more, which is, do you want to headshot 1 Aeon, or do you want to kill 30 dreads literally at the same time? Considering that the Aeon does... I'm guessing he went in max tank fit, because that's what I would do if I was dropping an Aeon with a Brave Fleet. Considering he was doing about 5k DPS in that thing, and those dreads were probably doing somewhere between 7 to 10 each, I think wiping off, 300,000 DPS off the field in the space of about 10 seconds was probably better than killing that 1 Aeon. Yeah, I know who it is. He's an extraordinarily rich player, so it's his little... He probably would not care if it died. Yeah. Cool. Let's see. Well, our Titan friend had to go, so he's not going to be coming by anymore. I wish he had stayed for just a second so we could all have been like, thank you for shooting us with lasers. he had to go, so I'm really glad I was able to at least arrange that this time. I tried last time, but I didn't really know people last time, so. Let's see. What do we want to do now, guys? Any more questions and stuff? I'm kind of drawing a blank. I went through stuff really, really fast today, as opposed to, like, last time, where it was sort of like, oh...
No, I'm
Only
just
3 hours
digesting
instead of
everything
5.
you said.
What'd you say?
What?
Sorry.
I'm just digesting everything you said right now. Maybe
Yeah.
next class I will have some more questions.
Maybe this is
Absolutely,
kind of a maybe this is kind of a basic question, but I was just wondering, like in terms of like refitting and your modules, like do you first fill up your Archon and then fill up the fleet hangar, or
You
not
should
fill,
be-
not fill, but
You should have enough space in an Archon, even with all those fittings, barely, to hold everything. I'd always keep at least 4K free in your fleet hangar, in case you need to like switch cap mods out. But yeah, I do everything from my main hangar. Like the only thing I keep in my fleet hangar are literally
You can't
cap
even
mods.
fit stuff directly from your fleet hangar, I believe.
I got to hear Fandian.
you can.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you used to not.
Hi, Thandian.
Or I was too retarded to properly do it.
Yeah. But the only thing I keep in my fleet... What? Oh my god, people are
I'm gonna
talking.
go. You want me to go get a ballon and start newting out dreads?
No, that's mean. You're not gonna have
No,
to
that
worry
would
about
be
that kind
fun.
of stuff. You're not gonna have to worry about that kind of stuff, though. Like,
Because then we can web him with a vigilant and shoot him.
yeah. I mean, I'm kind of almost at the point where I want to just have us go chuck on down to 6-G and just start killing everything, including each other.
The only thing I'm not sure whether it's been passed, and it's something I haven't experienced yet. Refitting in tie-dye. Yay or nay?
Yeah. Okay. So, I kind of talked about it a little bit. I touched on it, but I didn't really go into it.
I only joined like 2 minutes ago.
Basically, refitting in tie-dye. The biggest issue in tie-dye, like refitting works until it gets to the quote-unquote soul-crushing lag tie-dye, which Brave has never experienced. I think even that Revenant event or whatever that everyone went to, it still didn't get that bad.
It was pretty
Yeah,
close.
the Revenant
It was really
event
close.
was like 15 minutes of sitting there.
Yeah. But like the head GP fight that was just happened, that was I think Brave's biggest experience of like retarded tie-dye so far that everybody was there for. It didn't actually get that bad. What happens as tie-dye goes down is that your actual modules start lagging like crazy too, and they lag at an increased rate than the tie-dye says. So let's say it's like, oh, we're at 10% tie-dye, so theoretically it'll take me 10% to get my module put on, right? Well, it seems to
Yeah, I
take
know,
significantly more.
I know it gets in the back of the queue of Dogma, it's just, does the activation fire reliably, yes or no?
Yes, but it will take a while.
Hey guys, I need some.
What?
Somebody should be.
Broadcast.
Okay. Yeah, just broadcast and get yourself wrapped up, man. So, generally, when you jump in, if you know it's going to be max crazy tie-dye, like if you're basically your FC's like, so guys, we're about to go jump into head GP and there's 1,000 dudes there, you should refit full passive modules in your low slots. Full passive hardeners. That's why they're there. Because the passive hardeners will work no matter what. Doesn't matter if they're active or passive, if the tie-dye